Excuse me. Hi. My name's Nikhil. This is the beginning of the show. It's not one of those shows. It's not no audience participation. So please don't distract us. But before we start the show, since I got my buddy John here from high school, I wanted to do something that we used to do that we thought was kind of funny. So I wanted to start the show off with that now. What's going on, Helen?
And while they're singing, we're going to be handing out these.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And we want you just to write lines on it, anything, little words, whatever you feel like.
So we're going to play different games, line and pocket.
All right.
All right.
Helen, what about line of citrus?
Yeah. Do we like that or
Do they have to?
All right, so here we go. Ready? Engage. A man walks into a bar, but it wasn't a man, and it wasn't a bar. Ouch.
I saw this last year.
Yeah, it's true. You could have. But this is the guy who wrote the song, so it's different. As George drove down the deserted highway, he was hypnotized by the fragmented white line. In a dreary haze, he hit a deer. He got out of his car and he cried. He cried, for it wasn't until that moment that he realized his father was a deer.
It's funny if you listen.
Sarah never knew who was responsible for her husband's murder. That is until she hired a private investigator. Money well spent, she said. Money well spent. That one's a little weird. All right? The Indian chief was not afraid the camera would steal his soul. He was afraid the camera would steal his wife. He went to the store to buy a light bulb to replace the dead one in his garage, and when he had returned, his garage had been stolen. He hated his girlfriend with the intensity of 1,000 suns. He was grilled with the intensity of 1,000 suns. His wife was so fertile, she bore him 1,000 sons. Francis could not find the words to express how beautiful Linda was, so he threw a rock at her to see if that would help. And it did. She passed by a toilet and said, "Out of order." No, she thought, "You're out of order." Oh, this one's too bad. He worked as a man who put food on tables and clothes on the backs of the mentally incapacitated. When his son called his job stupid, he yelled, "Putting food on tables and clothes on your back is what puts food on the table and clothes on your back." It was the moment he had waited for his entire life, and it was over all too quickly. He wasn't drunk. He was perfectly capable of driving a car to his house. If he had a car, and a house, and a capable. The squirrel danced in the sunlight with his tail swishing in the wind and his head in the clouds. Such goes the story of the 900-foot squirrel. He always wished he was taller. No, wait. He wished he wasn't on fire. As he walked past the church, he felt an awful guilt come over him. As he walked past the Burger King, he smelled French fries. That just hit me square in the nuts. A cherry tomato. I got a cherry. Oh! Oh no. Cherry tomato. Sorry, did I hit someone other than him? I feel, no, not back at me. That's the worst idea I've ever heard. All right, so we're gonna get the show started now. That's right.
Glasses are funny!
Who the fuck was that?
Only tambourine!
You can cry about it!
I can
Cat,
cry.